All right, Commitment 2016, a big day today. Jeb Bush in New Hampshire tonight on his first trip here since 2000. And since saying that he's considering a run for the White House, the former Florida governor says he'll surprise people and opponents who only focus on his brother and father, the former presidents. Well, WMUR's Adam Sexton is live in Dover tonight, where Bush met with voters. Adam?
Well, Tom, the family question came up frequently today, and Governor Bush essentially said that he is blessed to be who he is, but he is definitely his own man. Still, as a member of one of America's greatest political dynasties, his mere presence here in First in the Nation, New Hampshire, drew a massive amount of interest.
Really kind of nervous about not triggering campaigns with all these people around here, so.
Don't call it a campaign just yet, but former Florida Governor Jeb Bush is back in New Hampshire for his first visit in 15 years. He met First in the Nation voters at a business roundtable at Integra Biosciences in Hudson and at a packed house party in Dover. During both stops, he faced questions about his support for the controversial Common Core education standards.
I've learned, though, that because something's controversial, or you have a view that, the narrative, the so-called political narrative has been built up, you don't abandon your core beliefs. You go persuade people, as I've tried to do right now, about why I'm for higher standards.
A massive media horde followed every public step and attempted to capture every word of this son and brother of former presidents. But Bush remains non-committal about a possible White House bid of his own.
Just kind of wandering around, learning a lot and having fun doing it.
Well, you're inclined to run, aren't you?
How does your visit here help you decide? How does your visit here help you?
It's first of all, just get a sense of how if I was to go forward, how it would be for the next at least for the next close to a year.
Former NHGOP Chair Fergus Cullen, who is not yet backing a candidate but opened his home to the governor and more than 100 people, says Bush would bring instant credibility to the field.
If Governor Bush comes to the race, he will bring a lot of substance to it. I think he'll also force other candidates to up their games as well.
At one point, Governor Bush had close to 50 reporters and photojournalists following him around today. That kind of media frenzy this early in the process, well, we haven't seen that since Donald Trump was here in June of 2011. Reporting live in Dover tonight, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.